Hello everyone, xHedra here, bringing you episode 6 of UniversIO, a Modpack by Cryptic. So, in the last episode, I went a bit crazy, and you know how I love towers and I'm always making towers of stuff? Well, I made a towers of A.S.G.D. And basically, I've put some elevator on each. And I've put some eye extraction module. They're not that expensive. They're basically an upgrade of a basic module. And I put that on everything and brought everything to these drawers over here. And then I started feeding into this. Now, right here, I put a level 2. But the level 2 was just like massacring this this chest. Like the chest wasn't able to keep up with. So what I'm going to do is clear that chest one more time, and then we're going to change it to tier 2 because, no, we're not going to change it to tier 2 until we have a drawer, an alchemy chest of an Energy Condenser Mark II. There's really no point. For the Energy Condenser tier 2, we need 3.5 million EMC. So if I look at this EMC right here, that's not a lot. That being said, on the Discord, there's a guy called the THE. And he's making speedrun of this game. And he was able to complete this whole mod pack, all quest, in, well, the end, in 3 hours and 19 minutes. So I learned a lot from him. Well, first off, I learned that we only will ever need 11 PCBs. So even though this was all cool and a nice setup, we didn't need that much PCBs, and we have way too much plastic that we're never going to need, unfortunately. I was really thinking we were going to go deeper into pneumatic craft, and I'm a bit sad that we're not, but it is what it is. Also, the good old way of making flux dust still exists, so there's really no reason not to use the good old method of making flux dust. Third, there's a little trick that I completely, I knew about. I've known about it forever, but I haven't used it in so long that I kind of forgot about. It's that the Philosopher stone is also a furnace. It's also an instant furnace. So if I come here and I grab charcoal, each stack of charcoal is 3,000 EMC. Grab all of this, and then I go right here and I do this. These stacks are 11,000. We're basically almost tripling the EMC. We're not really tripling it because right here, see, this doesn't give us 8 stack. It gives us 7 stack because it needs a stack of fuel. But then we can do this and look at our EMC going up. 1.8 million. So we'll just do this enough to get to the Energy Condenser Mark II so that we can switch back to passive EMC production. And voila. So that's, wow, look at this going up. This is such a great trick. So basically, he uses that trick to get up to 4.5 million EMC. And then he gets into the power flower technique, and he just goes crazy with sleeping. I'll also talk about this, but later on in, well, you know what? Since I'm doing this right now, I might as well talk about it now. You know when I go and I sleep here like this, top it goes times 24 times 25. Well, that times 24 and times 25, it's basically based on how much... It's based on the processing power of your computer and how much things you have running that needs to be done. So what he does, he goes into a deep, dark cavern somewhere. And in that deep, dark cavern, he just, where there's nothing, he cuts all sound, and then he just makes power flower, and he just generate EMC after EMC after EMC, just sleeping, going to up to 100 times. So he's like, he sleeps, he gets more mana, he sleeps, he gets more mana. It's literally, honestly crazy. So let me just finish all of that so that we can get an Energy Condenser Mark II. And then this is more of a thing that I'm going to be doing in time-lapse if I'm going to be doing it at all. I like trying not to exploit too much, but, well, this is technically you're paying for it and you're transforming it. I could use this method by putting it in a furnace and then cooking it and then importing it back. That would take a lot more time. And the fact that the Philosopher Stone cooks items, well, that's something that's always been in the game. So it's not something that's been disabled, so you should technically... Can you please put this? Okay, thank you. So there's no reason not to be able to use this concept. So let's push all of that. I need, like I said, I need 3.5. This is not going up as high as I thought it was to be. It was going to be honest. Well, and I have to admit though that I'm not used to doing this double-click madness thing because he was doing this so fast. It was kind of crazy, to be honest. Like this, and let's put that right here. And I think I'll only need to do it one last time, and then we'll be able to turn the EMC on, well, I want to say max level, but on the next level. Let's just say next level, because it's nowhere near going to be close to max level. And that should be enough to do the job. Perfect. So, Energy Condenser Mark II right here is 4 red matter, 4 dark matter, and so 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1. And let's just grab that back. Perfect. And then we can come right here. What we're going to do first is we're going to remove this so that it stops grabbing stuff. Then grab all of this, grab my pickaxe back right here. You know what? Let's grab my sword also at the same time. Let's remove this chest. Let's teach that chest to the system. Kind of forgot that little, like, really important part. Okay, so this is learned. Let's put it right here. And then we need to say make diamonds. And also the advantage is that it's going to make the diamond here, so this can never run out of space. Great, so next is let's grab the tier 2 that we're going to put in here. And then we just need one of these to reset the retrieval module. Put it back in here, and look at this. So the hopper's keeping up. The chest is kind of maybe keeping up, not really, but it's much better. And we'll just be able to let that do its thing. And now we're going to be generating a real amount of EMC. Okay, by the way, this also worked for other stuff. So if I go charcoal and I go iron, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I come over here. And voila, all of this iron is instantaneously cooked. So yeah, this is really amazing. I wish I had known that before. Well, I wish that I had remembered it and I didn't need to give me the tip by just seeing him do it. And by the way, he doesn't talk during the 3 hours and 19 minutes. Sometimes he writes stuff, but he doesn't, like, it's not like a commentary where he's explaining what he's doing. So sometimes it's a bit hard to follow, but I just pause and look at what he's doing, or I slow it down, and that's how I was able to learn. Okay, today we've got a lot of stuff to do. So I prepared the material for a big reactor. So let me grab all of the big reactor stuff that we're going to need. I think it's all of this, the reactor casing right here. I think that's all of it. So let's just go and get started. So we're just going to follow the quest first. And right here wants us to make some reactor control rod. The control rod, I know I need 5. So if I go reactor, and you know what? Let me just remove all of this. Okay, so reactor control rod right here, we're going to need 5. Boom. Then the reactor, sorry, just grab the right thing. Reactor, nope, not redstone. Reactor power tap. We don't need 2, but I'm going to make 2 because I want the ability to extract from 2 different places. We're going to need 1 reactor terminal, and we're going to need reactor access port. We only really need just 1 technically, but if we want to also output, it's better to have 2. And then we're going to need 36 glass. Oh, no. 36 well, we don't need 36 reactor glass, but I find that reactors are so much prettier with glass. See, I don't even have enough EMC for that. So I'm going to put that in this far corner right here, and we're going to go here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4, 5. Perfect. Then in the corner, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, that's absolutely not what I wanted to do, but 1, 2, 4. And you're going to notice that I'm missing 1, but that's okay because right here I'm going to put a glass casing. We're never going to see it anyway. I just transformed 1 too many, and I kind of forgot about the count. So all of the corners, like the sides, the edges, need to be reactor casing, but everything else can be reactor glass. So we're just going to reactor glass all of the rest, except the main items. So now, let's just go, yeah, all the quests were completed. So let's just go and put a reactor terminal right here. We're going to put a access port here and here, and we're going to set, oh, I can't right now. Until the whole reactor is finished, I can't really set them up. So this and this. Where's my diamonds? Oh, I have them right there. Derp. Okay, so now it's also better if the reactor has a coolant. You make more power. So we're going to set it up properly. We're going to go with 5 fuel rod. And for the coolant, we're going to use the diamond block. It's expensive, but it's a one-time cost that will make everything so much easier and better that it's worth it. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Perfect. And then these block. And very important, the control rod needs to be on top of each of the reactor rod, like so. And then we can close with glass. And do I have some, yes, torches, because I don't want anything to spawn on this reactor. And then we can just finish it up. There must be a side missing. Oh, the front. And do you see? Exactly the right number. I just transformed 1 too many glass. It wasn't 36, it was 35. Because I had only counted 1 reactor power tap. And in the end, I decided to go with 2. So now, there's no way to put anything in it manually. So I'm going to grab 5 iron and the chest, and we're going to make a hopper right here. So regular hopper. And nope. Give me the uranium. And then we're going to come over here, set that up, and put the uranium. And now this is going to be the output of waste. This one is going to be the input, and you can see that the fuel is coming in. And if I turn it on, see, we're producing 8, 9, and we're not producing the max yet because we don't have all of the fuel in it. But, come on, 10, 8, 1, oh, it won't go above that. So let's stop it for now because we don't have any power users. So let's just go and take a quick look at our EMC, and then that's the reactor done. Wow. Okay. I'm going to grab all of this and this. And we're going to go through all of that in the EMC. And in the time of building a big reactor, we've made 565. We've made 1.2 million EMC. So yeah, the passive generation, it's not as good as the technique I was using before, but now it's good enough that it's worth it. So, big reactor done. Next thing, flux network. Super important. So we're going to grab some redstone. We're going to grab some flux dust. So let's just be over here and say flux. Then we're going to be over here and grab some obsidian. And we're also going to grab some blaze rods. Oh, right here. You know what? I want to show you something. Blaze. That's also a trick that I saw the guy do. Is that these flour, they can burn a blaze mesh, and it just burns for longer. I don't know why it's not. You know what? It's not being picked up because they're all busy. So we're not going to do it for now, but that's a much better way of producing mana. Okay, so next step, we're going to need these ender pearls. And first off, we're going to need to transform these ender pearl into eyes of enders. And now that we have eyes of enders, we're going to transform all of these into flux core. And all of these flux core, we're going to transform into flux block. And then I can show you the next important bit. So let's just do it over here. If I put a flux block right here, the same trick as we did in Sky Factory, if I throw the redstone there and I put a obsidian on top and I hit it with my hand, it falls on and it transforms 1 for 1. So yeah, there's really no point whatsoever to be making any more flux dust the old way, because anyway, very expensive. Now, we're going to progress this quest right here, and we're going to make ourselves a flux network. So we're going to need a flux controller, and then we're going to want one flux plug and some flux point. So let's come right here, and let's say we're going to make only one of these. Ooh, okay. Kind of screwed up there. Give me a moment. I'll just come back to this and this and this. Ender pearls are made with what? Silicon, mercury, neodymium. Silicon. 1, 2, 3. Mercury. And neodymium. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. So let's come back over here to the combiner and just throw that in. Neodymium, neodymium. Great. And while we're waiting for this, there's a little thing I also want to do on the side. I didn't know that this was part of the pack, but there's a temporal pouch. Guess who wants a temporal pouch? I want a temporal pouch. So let's grab 5 leather. Then we need 1 cosmic. So we're going to need 10 cosmic. We're going to need 18 gold. 18 gold. And then we're going to need the 10 that I just said about. So right here. Just make sure that I don't click it. And grab whatever EMC we've generated since. What does this look like? Almost 2. This is really, really good. So let's make 2 blocks of gold. Oh, I'm going to need a block of cosmic dust. Like so, like so. And this also accrues time. So see now that it's at 2 seconds. Okay, let's go right over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have 3 minutes and 47 grain of time. So now I can come here and accelerate this and just put all of this in here. And imagine if I had that since the beginning, we'd have been able to do things way faster everywhere. Anything that we needed time upgrade, we could have been using this. So I'm a bit sad that I didn't know about this, but it is what it is. And now we just need to move on and continue this playthrough. Let's just grab all of this. And now we should be able to make one flux plug. And then we should be able, we don't need a flux controller per se. I kind of like having one, so I'm making one. And then we're going to need, oh, I'm already out of flux core because I'm out of obsidian. Okay, perfect. Just give me a moment. I need some more obsidian. And then we can make more of these. Oh, now I need redstone. Okay, so for redstone, we're going to go the good old route. We're going to throw it in the mana thingamabobbies because that's easier. You can make it with chemistry. I honestly can't be bothered. I find that the chemistry is kind of, you need like too much step, and I don't want to lose that time where I'm just going to throw this in the mana and I'm going to instant get it because this, I don't need the mana flux field anymore really. I'm going to start using my new flux network to power everything. So it's really not something that I absolutely need. So let me grab all of this. Great. Come back over here and we're going to make a couple of blocks, and then the flux plug, we're going to make 3. 1, 2, 3. Also, one last thing that I want to make at flux, I want to make a flux battery. I'm going to make a basic storage to begin with. How many flux blocks do I have? I have 3, so I need 1, 2, 3 more. Okay. And I'm going to need 2 glass pane, 1 and 2. And then I can get rid of everything else. Yes, I can. Perfect. So put that in there, put the rods in here, put this in here, and let's make the basic flux storage, which is 2 million, which is more than enough. Did I not make? I did make the flux controller. What did I do with it? Hello? Controller? Oh, right here. Perfect. So let's get started with this. We're going to put that right here with this right here. So flux controller, we're going to create a new network. We're going to call it xHedra. We're going to make it green. We're going to make it private, so I don't need a password. We're also going to turn on wireless charging for the offhand, main and hotbar. Right here, we're going to say that the battery is using this. And then we're going to take the one flux plug and throw it on here and connect that to the network. We're going to say bypass surge, bypass whatever, and do chunk load. And if you look at this here, it's going to, it's already loaded. Okay, so that was way faster than I thought it would be. Let me just, what's the next thing that I need to do? I just trying to remember. So first off, we're going to start using this power. And we're just going to put this right here, which is going to power all of these. And perfect, like so. Then where else did I need the power? Oh, well, I'm going to need it later. So now I no longer need this mana flux field thing. Let me get rid of this and the cobblestone. And oh, what I needed was uranium. So let's go right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 is too many. But what I want to do basically is make sure that this is full. And this is going to finish going on. And then we're going to turn it full on and refuel that. And look at this. We're making 11.2 thousand RF per tick. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to let this fill up to 9.8 million. This is already also filled up to 2 million. And then I'm going to turn it back off. And if we need more power at some point, I'll just come back and turn it back on because no point burning the fuel if I don't need to. And we've already gone through 2 ingots of uranium. Perfect. So this is full. See, it's going to continue burning, but you don't want to do that. So you just stop it and then you restart it when you need to. And if I come over here, manually eject. Oh, there's no storage. I'm going to need to put a small piece of storage right there so that there's something to put the waste in. Give me a quick chest. And I think you just need to plop it on the front and it's going to, yeah, right here. We've got 2 cyanide ingot and turbine rotor shaft, turbine rotor blade, turbine casing. So if we wanted to get into turbine, we could, but there's really no point. Let's not waste any time on that. So those are 2 big achievements. The third and last achievement for today, which is super important for me, is refined storage. I really want to get into refined storage. So for refined storage, there's a couple of things that we're going to want to make. So at refined, and we're going to, of course, remove all of these. So right here, we're going to need a controller. So right here, we need a controller. Then we're going to need a crafting grid. I want a crafting grid because I want to be able to craft. We're going to need a wireless crafting grid. We're going to need a disk drive. Where's the disk drive? Nope. Disk drive. I love this collapse. The fact that all the color, if you remember, I've been complaining about this in the last like couple of series, but these one that have the Alt collapse, where you can just press Alt and click and it opens or collapse. Genius. Best thing ever. That's going to be the drive. We're going to want a couple of 4K drive. So 4K drive. So, we're going to need a wireless antenna. We're going to need some range upgrades. Silk touch upgrade. Range upgrade right here. So what else are we going to need? So for now, that's pretty much going to be it. Oh no, we're going to need a external storage. Not right now, but we're going to need it a bit later. And what else do we need? This is kind of good, I believe. Okay, so the wireless, the disk, the crafting grid, the controller. We're going to need some cable. Perfect. So right now, let's go right here and let's grab our quartz and some iron. So quartz, let's grab some iron and let's grab some redstone, I believe. And we should, oh no, okay, perfect. So now we need to investigate this. So if I look at the range upgrade, all good. We're going to need upgrade, all good. Wireless transmitter needs 1 machine casing, none. No, so that's going to need a crafting grid, 2 casing, 3, 4 casing, 5 casing. So if I look at what else can the casing make, I just want to check quickly that I'm not forgetting something. I'm not going to go with automated crafting. I really don't feel the need for this mod pack. I want to finish the computer. So 6 casing. So we need 6 casing. For 6 casing, we're going to need 6 times 4, 6, 12, 24. So we're going to need 24 iron, 24 copper, and 24 gold that we're going to transform into terra steel. So 24 gold. Hello. Perfect. And then 24 copper. And you can always rearrange it by right-clicking with the mouse button. Not the center mouse button for me. So this reorganizes everything. So let's just go get that done. Great. And let's just go. So and we have plenty of mana. This should not be a problem. Just don't click too fast like I did. That's half. It's kind of sad that you can't throw just like a shit ton on it and just let it do its thing. I know that there's ways to automate it, but it's not like I'm going to need that many casing anymore. It's kind of crazy, but we're almost done. We're like 3/4 of the pack done. And by the way, I started preparing my episodes for the next series. The next series is going to be Astropolis. It reminds me of Galactic Science too much. I need to do that. It's something that I'm too excited about. So let's come right here and grab some silicon. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Then let's grab some neodymium. We're going to make some more ender pearl. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's one too many. We're going to need 4 mercury next. And we're going to use the pouch. 1, 2, 3, 4. I grabbed 5 again. Wow, I'm a misclicker in general. So let's just come over here, pouch it. Well, no, so first fill it, then pouch it. And tell me that's not worth it. That's totally worth it. It goes so fast. So now we're going to need some compressed stone. So we're going to need 6. And what's the other item that's being used? I never remember. I think it's flux dust. Ugh. Flux dust, I believe. And yeah, I was right. So I'm going to need some flux dust. I'm going to need 24. Perfect. And now let's just this, and you know what? Let's just go and shift it in like this. That's 6 that we then need to turn into casing. Oh, yes. Okay. I forgot in my time lapse to go and get some more nether quartz. So that's going to be our next priority, unfortunately. I'm going to hope that it's not going to take too long. And I think I have a trick. Okay? So here's what I'm going to do. The first time I ended up being Do I have food? Yes. Let's grab this and this. So the first time I went to a certain depth, and from that depth, I just started line mining. So, yeah, right here. I believe this is where I started line mining. What I'm going to do is I want to go and check that we're in the right height. So I know that I found quartz. We don't know where. I know that I find quartz somewhere around here. Yeah, perfect. And we found some at this height. So now what I'm going to do, first of all, put a torch, is I'm going to go and I'm going to line mine again. Small tunnel, perfect. Nothing. Then I'm going to move 1, 2, 3. Nothing. 1, 2, 3. Oh, we've got a lava issue. Let's just check in case that there's something behind that. Then put a torch. And I just want to take a quick look around here. So, nope. You know what? Let's go back to our other tunnel. Great. Right here is, yeah, where our other tunnel was. So 1, 2. Nope. 1, 2, 3. Nope. 1, 2, 3. Nope. 1, 2, 3. And we need to switch pickaxe. 1 second. We're not being super lucky, to be honest. I thought that we would have gotten some by now. Okay, so, oh. No, that's only netherrack. Nope, nothing that way. Let's just eat a little bit more. We know that there's quartz on this level, so 1, 2, 3. Nope. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, this one also is done. How did it not go further? FTB Ultimine is not active? Yes, it is. What do you mean? So 1, 2, and 3. Oh, and we've got some. So that's the trick. By doing it this way, see, now we've found a pocket. So now I can go shapeless, which is going to mine everything of the same type. Great. And we can just, how much is that? So they seem to come in pocket of 16, which is not bad, but it's not amazing either. Let's just continue a little bit. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3. Oh, 1, 2, 3. And don't forget to switch back to a small tunnel. 1, 2, 3. Come on. Oh, I'm continuously pressing 1. What a derp. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And the reason I'm going to is that we would see the quartz in between, and they're usually 3 large, so it's not a problem. 1, 2, 3. Oh, and be careful. I'm mined down right here. So you have to be careful not to do this mistake that I keep doing. I fell in my test world. I fell a couple of times using this technique. Okay, so now I need another pickaxe. 1, 2. Oh, I just want one more set of nether quartz. I don't think that 16 is going to be enough. Oh, I'm out of food. So this consumes a lot of food, by the way. Let's go right here and grab these. Come on, that's really unlucky. One, 2, and 3. So I think I saw, yeah, I think I'm seeing some. Yeah, right here. Okay, so that's going to be enough. I just wanted to get at least 32. So I'm going to be more than happy with this. And then we can just tempat out of here, run program, home base, teleport, and voila. So first off, I'm going to need to get rid of all of this nether quartz. And then I'm more comfortable. We're going to grab 32. Like so. And voila. So now we should be more than good enough to finish the crafting that we want to do. So I'm going to come over here. I'm going to grab these and this. And is there anything else that I need from here? No. Yeah, this. Great. Let's start crafting. So we're going to need a controller. Oh, I need some silicon. Silicones right here. Then I also need to transform all of these. Oh, I'm going to need some nether quartz. Where is the nether quartz bricks? Brick right here. Voila. So let's transform all of these into machine casing. And then we're going to need a wireless. We're going to need a controller. We're going to need 2 grids. I need more construction core. Perfect. So let me just grab 2 of these and no, 2 I said. What's the other thing that I said I was going to need? Some glass. Perfect. So let's just do this. So construction core. No. Nope. Nope. Right here. So let's just do 2 more of these. Wait, I had never made construction core? Really? Okay. So now we're going to need 2 grid. I'm also going to need some destruction core, I guess. Yeah, I didn't do those either. Oh, fudge. I want to cry. I did not want storage monitor. I wanted grids. I'm going to need 2 more casing now. So not storage monitor, grids. And these grids can be transformed into... Oh, my heart bleeds. It's not that it's that expensive. It's the time that I didn't want to waste. So now if I go like this, I can craft from these. I can make 2 crafting grid. And from this 1 crafting grid, I can make a wireless crafting grid. Whew, I almost shift clicked that crap again. Okay, so this is done, this is done, this is done. Now I need to make 8 more. 7, 8. 7, 8. Great, let's go do that. That's a waste of my life that I'll never see again. If the episode's over, it's only because of that. It's not because I did one last thing. Okay, guys? Voila. I'm going to need 8 quartz, nether something, nether bricks. Oh, I already had all of these. So 8. I'm going to need flux dust. Flux. 8. Oh, 8. I'm going to need compressed stone. 2. And voila, perfect. So now compressed stone with these 2, with these 2. Now we need the disk drive. And oh, I had it here. I could have just clicked it from there. That was so dumb. Oh, that's not the disk drive. That's a disk manipulator. Wow, I almost screwed that one too. Good thing it used something I didn't have. So disk, those are disk manipulator. I want disk drive. You know what? Disk. This right here. Ah, that also requires a alchemy chest. No, not an energy condenser. An alchemy chest. Perfect. So let's just search from the alchemy chest. So that's a disk drive. Great. And now if we come over here, let's make 4 of those, I guess. So I'm going to need 3, 6. What is it that I'm missing? Glass and silicon. Silicon. Okay, so 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. That's 6 drive. That's 6 4K drive. That should be more than enough. So now let's make these into 4K parts, and let's make these 4K part into 4K storage. Haha! And we're going to need to, no, we don't need to do anything. Just give me a moment. We're going to put a controller right here. We're going to put a disk drive right there. And, oh, I'm going to need some cables first. So let me make some cable. I'm going to put a cable right there. And I'm going to put a crafting grid right here. And then I need to power this whole thing, which is why I have extra flux point. Whoa, where am I? So we're going to come right to the back of this, put a flux point and power it. And then we're going to need a wireless transmitter, or wireless antenna, which we're going to shift right click with the wireless crafting thing. And this should, nope, it's not charging. Why is it not charging? Oh, turn it on, apply. And boom, charged. And there's nothing in the grid. So in my time lapse, I'm going to be throwing the whole cloud chest. It's done. It was super useful while I had it, but I'm just going to go and throw everything in here. No, I'm going to keep you in my whatever. Okay. And that last thing is to make the computer. Let's just not take any chance. Computer. Like so. What did the computer need? Computer needs some compressed stone. So let's just grab all of this and throw it in here, because why not? Since we're doing this, we might as well do this. Then I'm going to also need some gold and iron and stuff like that. So let's grab some of these and this copper. I said, oh yeah, I already grabbed it. So where's the rest of the stuff? Oh my God, why do you keep going down? This is the weirdest bug ever. Let's just throw all of that in there. And do I have everything to make the computer now? Computer. I want to make the... Oh, no, because I grabbed everything except the gold. You know what? I don't think I have a lot of gold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then charcoal. 1. Let's go grab my Philosopher stone, and we're going to do the same trick again. We're going to cook a ton of gold. Voila. Gold will not be a problem till the end of the episode. You know what? We don't need this cooking anymore. I'm just going to keep my Philosopher stone on me from now on. So let's put all of that right here. Click like this. This recognized. Perfect. If I do this, and I search for usage for the computer, and there really is no use for it right now. Honestly, it's not something that's super important. So external storage. Well, first we want an export because the quest asked for it. So let's make an exporter, which means we need a construction core. Nope. Just do all of this. I'm going to vein mine it because shapeless. Because again, I don't want to have to be missing glowstone again. So we're going to make one of this and then one of this. So that's the quest. And for the external storage, we're going to need 2 alchemical chests. So let's just do this. I'm going to need a destruction core, and I'm going to need a construction core. And then I should be able to make that external storage that we're going to need for later. And oh, I forgot to make the range upgrade. So let's make 2 range upgrade. And the reason I'm making 2 is that I know that the range upgrade 2 is enough to cover my whole base. I measured, it's 25 on each side. So I already know that I'm out of this again. Okay, so I really got, when I thought I was getting a bit too much, I in fact wasn't getting a bit too much. So by doing this, now I can come to the far end right here of the base and still be covered. So now I never really need to go, once everything's in my grid, I will never need to come over here again. Perfect. So we made the exporter. Next step is the elite exporter, but next step really, unfortunately, is EMC. So now let me check the time because yes, we're going to do one last thing. So let's just come over here and put all of that in here. I'm going to keep my Philosopher's Stone. I'm going to keep my food. Okay. So now let's go see what's the result of the EMC that we have. Yeah. You know what? This is going to become a problem. Let me solve that problem once and for all. So first of all, at the amount of EMC that we have no reason not to have a tablet. So now we're just going to have a tablet. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab some dark matter. Dark matter is 52,000, and I'm just going to say, make dark matter, please. So now I can do this. Perfect. So since this is done, we're going to craft the power flower. Now, if I come in here, I want to make, oh, I never made the basic EMC link. So let's just press A on that. We can remove all of these refined storage item. So the basic link is 2 transmutation tablet, the covalescence dust, and the energy condenser. So we're going to do one very important thing. We're going to make another crafting table, and that is majorly important. Like, there is nothing more important than that. And yes, I'm completely exaggerating. So I'm going to grab 2 of these, 1 and 2. And what was it again? If I press R on this, it was an energy condenser to begin with. Perfect. And then it was the covalence. So covalence. So 1, 2, 3. The reason I want to do this is that all of the other EMC are going to be made in kind of the same pattern, but more importantly, they're going to be made like this. So it's always going to be covalence dust like this, and then dark matter and the link from before. So now we're going to teach this to our system. We're going to grab 2 dark matter, and we're just going to make the next level right now. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw this in here because, like I said, this level is with dark matter. And you know what? Let's grab 2 red matter so I can prove my point. If I come here and I make this, this is the tier 2. And I want to teach it to my system. By the way, when you put it in the center, it stays there so you can re-grab it immediately and just have learned it. So then this with the 2 red matter is going to be the tier 3. That I can just teach and get back. And then let's look into this. So now, oh, we never made the red relay Mark III. So it's dark with a red matter. Dark with a red matter. So dark relay, dark relay. Now I need some red matter. And I also need a dark, what's the other thing? Just give me a second now. I'm getting, so that's the second crafting grid that we need. I want to have things specialized in what I'm crafting. Okay, so I'm gonna put, nope, that's not what I wanted to do. That's probably not efficient. Let's just grab this and we can sleep quick before it's day. Oh, yes. The bed is obstructed. Yeah. So now it's going to be day and I'm not going to be able to get rid of the stupid rain. Oh, I got lucky. And I'm sorry, guys. The word I said that you guys didn't hear, did understand. I mean, it's a French swear word. I just got pissed. So let's do this. That I'm going to put right here. And, oh, you know what? I'm going to grab another one for the Philosopher Stone because there's going to be a pattern to what we're going to be doing right now. And I want to teach you the pattern because I'm going to be doing it during my time lapse. So if I put this here, so this is going to be where I put the Philosopher Stone. Oh, I don't need the Philosopher Stone. Darn it. Okay, so this Dark Relay Mark II. Teach my system and grab back. So if I look at this, I'm going to need, okay, so let's start with the power flower. Sorry, I'm all over the place. I just wanted to get to the same level here, but I forgot the power flower. So we want to make a power flower Mark I. You need 6 relay, 1 EMC link, and 2 basic compressed collector. Okay, so compressed. Basic, maybe? Basic. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And one of these. And what was the other thing? Let me just go here and select that, press A. Basic compressed collector, which are basic collector. I've never made the basic collector, it seems. Okay, so let's grab one of these furnace because I don't want to have to make another furnace. And let's throw that in there. And can I do it from here? I need, what else do I need? So I need 6 glowstone and an Eternalis block. So 6 glowstone and the Eternalis block. So like this. Well, that's going to give me a basic collector, which I'm sure I had done before, but apparently I didn't. So now I'm going to need 9 of those that I'm going to compress and teach my system. And now I need 2. Okay, so like we said, it's 6 like this, it's 1 like that, and it's 2 basic compressed. For the basic compressed, it's basically just a multiplication of this, okay? So for the basic compress, it doesn't get upgraded, sorry. The basic collector, let me finish the basic power flower first. So now we have a power flower. This power flower costs 2.42 million. And if I do this, it produces 102 EMC per second. And you can always do this and go and sleep. But as you can see here, I'm times 27. So it's like I'm making 2,700 EMC, but that's a puny number that no one really cares about. So that's not really what's important. So let's just go and check that in. And let's go see what's our EMC production situation right here. 31 dark matter block. I don't know how much that's going to give me. If I go here, 4 million. Okay, so like I wanted to explain. Now I want to make the Mark II. To make the Mark II, I need the Mark II of the dark relay and the Mark II of the dark compressed collector and the Mark II of the EMC. The EMC Mark II is made in the other table with the dark. Okay? Now, the dark relay is the basic plus the dark. And finally, the dark compressed collector is a basic collector with the dark matter. So, as you've seen, you technically need 4 dark matter. 2 to make the link, 1 to invent this, and 1 to invent that item. So now I'm just going to get a relay and a collector. So relay and collector. And then technically, like I said, I would be getting 4 dark matter, but right now I only need 2. Then I can do this and upgrade it, this and upgrade it. And then I teach both of those to my system. And this one, I get 9 back immediately. And I press I press K and it compressed it and I push it right back here. So now if I say Mark 2, I can grab one of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 2 of these. And if I come here, this with these 2, oh, I only grabbed 1. Dark compressed collector. Okay, so that's 2, like this. And now we have the power flower Mark II. And if I put that one down, it's producing 306. So obviously, if I accelerate this one, now we're producing 60. Oh, I don't know why there was such a boost. Oh, the beginning there was a boost because of the temporal pouch, but the temporal pouch ran out and now we're producing 5,000 per second approximately. It also depends on the speed multiplicator right here. Perfect. So now we can grab this back, and this is basically now the chain that we're in. So now I have a dark relay Mark III. I have a red EMC link Mark III, but I don't have a collector Mark III. So if I come here and I grab a collector Mark II, and I grab a red matter like this, because I had already done that part before, I can get this. Then I go like this, and I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Compress it, throw it back in. So now I need 2 of these, 6 of these, and 1 of these. So this is the red relay. Nope, not you. Red relay right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. With this one, it's 6. And we do the same pattern. And we just go on like this. Ooh, these are not the compressed one. So if I press, I think I'm not going to have enough. Nah. Maybe? Let's go see. Because when we accelerate, we also accelerate this, which is kind of why it might be useful to stay here for now. But in the long run, it's not going to be worth it at all. So I need 2.31. So I'm going to go and sleep a little bit just to accelerate the time. But I'm definitely not going to be able to make the next level. So let's come over here. That should be enough to make the next level. Oh, no, probably not. Red compressed. Ah, come on, it's 231. It's so close though. Okay, so I'm going to do something I do not want to do, but I feel I have no choice. Just going to throw all of that back in here and say power flower. And I grab 2 this time, so I can go 1, 2. 32 times 2. Oh, look at this. For a little bit of time, we were making 500,000, like for 2 seconds. But we're still making 18, which is a lot, which means that by now, we should have enough. So let's just break these 2 and put them in here. And then if I say red, can grab 2 compressed, 1 of this, and 6 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Barely, but we're able to do it. And now we're going to be able to make the next level of power flower. And this one, oh God, look at this. We're already back at 1 million something. And if I sleep a little bit more, so at 30 at a time, it's not that interesting, but here's the trick. So I know that these cost 8 million. So I just sleep like this. And the moment I reach 8 million, I wake up and I place a second one. And the beauty of this is that if I look at this, I know that the next level is going to cost 22 million. So then I just do this, and 22 million is 8, 16, 24, it's 3. So the moment that I have 3 power flower like this, because I've accrued, I know that I can transform the 3 into the next level. So I just grab them and I do the next level. So let's just grab this and come over here and throw it in. So now, this is what I meant about the chain. So we're always making this chain. The next level is magenta matter. So magenta matter is Eternalis with red matter. And then once we have magenta matter, we're going to be able to make magenta matter with magenta fuel. Is going to get the pink. And it's always like the next level and the next level and the next level. So let's just get the magenta fuel. And once we have the pink matter, it's going to be the pink fuel. Okay, so that's why I have this right here. So if I come over here and I look for magenta, I don't have it. But I have, let's search for fuel. I don't think this is the, yeah. So 4. So I can come over here, use my Philosopher Stone, and do the stupid thing. Yeah, that's not how it's made the first time. Sorry. How is it made? It's 4 Eternalis fuel. 4 Eternalis fuel. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So I'm going to be able to go 4 Eternalis fuel. I'm going to need a 6. Then I'm going to put the magenta fuel. Oh, magenta. 1, 2, 3. And in this one, this is like my multi-crafting one. Magenta matter. Oh, I need to do it with red matter. Sorry. So red matter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, it's not 6. I just needed 3. Okay, so that's magenta. So now we have magenta matter and magenta fuel. Okay, now that we have magenta matter, we go magenta, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we go red, because what we're looking for is the red collector, the red relay, and the red EMC link. So now I can go and do make this one, and then, oh, these two come over here, and we've now made the 4. So these are all the MK4, which I threw in the system and I learned, and I can go MK4, and I can grab them like those like that. If I grab the 9 right here, 7, 8, 9, can just compress it, and that's going to be 7 million. So MK4, I need 7, 14, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, and then 1. And I need, I see I can't even see it, it's too expensive. So this is going to be 7, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 million, like I said before. So if I come back here and I grab this power flower and I grab all of this setup, let's just come over here. I'm going to need my axe right here. Grab this, and day is rising, so I'll grab my bed. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go travel a little bit further. And I'm just going to try and see if I can show you I just want to check something / help. Okay, that's not working. Because one of the things that the does, but I never really noticed, is that he teleports to a random location. I don't know if it's something he can do because he has cheat on, but let's just go further. So technically we're going so far away that these should despawn, like not despawn, but they should no longer be chunk loaded. And we should be able to just try that out. So give me 1 second. And by going far underground, we're going to make sure that no mobs are spawning. Okay, so shapeless. Nope, what I want is small tunnel. And go in there. So the only worry here is falling into lava. Slashback brings you to your body, which we can claim. Okay, so I thought I was going to survive this, but so technically now I'm deep enough, I'm 64 down, that there should be, well, I was going to say that there shouldn't be any mob spawning, but I'm still seeing the, by the way, I'm doing this right now because I just want to be as low as possible. Technically, see, the mobs have disappeared. So I think that right here we're good. So I'm going to just open up a chamber right here. I'm going to set myself into large tunnel like so. We're going to illuminate. Let's open these rewards, which I don't know what they are. And let's show all, oh, another one. So Tombstone, Soulbound, Enchanted Book, all the same thing. Perfect. Let's get rid of all of this. Crafting table, crafting table. Let's take my bed, put it here. And you know what? I don't want any mob to fall on me, so I'm not going to take any chance. I'm just going to go cobble this. And you know what? I'm going to temp pad this location. We're going to try it. I don't know if that's going to work super well. New location. EMC spot. Okay, and then we're going to take that power flower, put it down, grab this, and let's sleep. And we're only doing 27. We're not doing better. Huh? Oh, we were doing 32 there for a moment. Okay, so wake up. That's just times 16, unfortunately. We didn't accrue enough time. So 3.68. Okay, so let me just try something crazy. If I go to options and I go to music and sound, I'm going to put the sound to 0 so that we don't have any noise issue. Let's go video settings, render distance. I'm going to bring that to 2, simulation distance 5, so that's 12 and 12. 12 and 12. Quality. Okay, so let's just try that. Done. So no sound. And now we're getting 42. So that difference of speed is more than worth it to just do this. So now I'm going to go in my time lapse and I'm going to be doing about an hour of that while watching YouTube videos, just trying to get as much EMC as possible and go up the EMC ladder to the highest spot that I can. Wake up, max the speed on this, start it again. The only reason I'm waiting now is I want to at least get to 8 million with you guys, because once we get to 8 million, we're going to get a second flower, which is super important. Like that, you need to be doing this. You need to just be duplicating your setup. So now I come over here, transmutation table, grab this, and I say, give me another Mark III right here. Accelerate this one, and then go to sleep. 145, go to sleep. And we're getting 100 now. This is exactly what I wanted. It's probably because there were still things left to despawn. Oh, now it's back to 65 something. Oh, I think I know what it is. I think that we still have some things chunk loaded at the base. But look at this, man. Already 6 million. And let's go. I think we're going to hit another 8 million pretty soon. We're going to do it one last time and go sleep. And see, we're making 200K continuously. Consistently. So now I can grab these two. I don't like not having the sound while recording, but right now it's not as if it really matters. So MK4, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. So come over here, do this and this and this. And now we get a basic flower 4. And if I sleep, I'm now making, I'm making 300,000. So consistently, I'm doing 50% better than when I was with the 3 of the other one. And this one, I don't remember. I think it cost 24. So I'm just going to do this again and see, we're already at 15 million. Like, this is crazy. 16, 17. And what I think the problem is that I have too many places chunk loaded. If you guys remember, I chunk loaded the purgatory oil and I chunk loaded a lot of things in my base. So in my time lapse, I'm going to go and I'm going to unchunk load these things. Now I can go here and say power. Oh, I never taught it to my system. So let's grab that and teach it to my system. So 2. And sleep. Look at this. This is just amazing. Like, this is really the only way of generating EMC. With the speed pouch and the bed sleeping, there's no reason not to do it like this. This is just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. Can't, like heaven to touch. Yeah, that's a song. I'm just being corny. Okay. 27 million. So now I can get another one. And look at this. I'm already at 10 million. I think that 2 sleep, I'm going to be able to afford another one. Maybe not even. Maybe just I'm 1 million per second. So technically I could afford a 4th one right now. But so this is the last one. I promise, this is the last one I'm making. So now I can show you the whole process. Grab all of this, and then I can go put this in here. MK5, oh no, MK4. So I'm gonna need to grab one of these, one of these, one of these, and then we're going to need the magenta. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, no, these are already magenta. 3, 4, 5, 6, and 1, 2, 3, 4. So now I go right here and I go Philosopher Stone, give me the pink fuel, magenta fuel with magenta matter, give me the pink matter, teach these 2 things to my system, 1, 2, 3, 4, then come over here, this and this, this and this, and now do the next one like this. And you know what, I should have, so it's green, green, I think it's blue in both corner. I'm just going to, this is the one that I'm never going to reset because it's going to be easier like this. So like this, then I can go MK5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Press K on it, teach it to the system, MK5. So now I get 2 of these, 1 of this, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like this, and so these cost 66 million. I put it down, use my pouch, 66 million, we're at 33, 46, 49, 51, 58, 60, 61, 62, 63. Come on, bring me to 66. Yes. That's a Mark 5. Yep. Put a second one down. Accelerate. Already going to 19, 20 million, 25 million. And this is like, right, honestly, I'm going to stop now and go in my time lapse, but I think you totally get the picture of how easy this is going to be. In 3 sleep, I'm going to be back to 66 million, which is going to give me a 3rd one. When I get a 3rd one, technically I can build the next level. So what I like to do is that I put it down and then I just run it one last time before getting the next level. But that's basically what we need to do on rinse and repeat. And hopefully, I think that in the end of my time lapse, we will be here at this level. We'll be there, ready for the final power flower, which is going to need us to go an adventure. But all of the quest line, oh no, there's a little bit of questing here that we're going to finish, but that's basically what I'm going to do. Guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye now.